teacher, I'm Lynn, and in this video we're going to analyze the 90s Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves movie, Speed, in which pretty much everything is wrong about physics. And we're going to see how directors have been tricking us since forever. So, here's the scene that we're going to analyze. So, a bus is planted with a bomb, and it's going really fast. Actually, we might see the velocity in the marker from the board. And then there is a huge gap in the road, as we can see, and both parts of the road are at the same level. Then the bus gets to the other side almost untouched, as if that was possible. That actually seems impressive, but that is not possible, or at least the way that they identified it was not possible at all. There are only two scenarios that are possible, and I'm going to explain them right now. So, in this scenario, it seems like the horizontal velocity overcomes the vertical velocity, or it almost seems like if the vertical velocity was inexistent. However, the first way that it could be possible is if there was a ramp in order to increase the vertical velocity of the bus. Then it would clearly get to the other side. However, we don't know how much of an angle there needs to be in the ramp in order to get the bus to the other side. The other way that this could be possible is if the other part of the road was a little lower than the first one. Then, when the vertical and the horizontal velocity gets mixed, it would pretty much get to the other side. However, we don't know either how much lower it needs to be in order to get to the other side. Both of those cases we're going to resolve and calculate right now. So, first and everything, I'm sorry for the reflection. It was inevitable. However, the first thing that I did was transform the values. The first thing that I transformed was miles per hour to meters per second. As we might see in the bus's board, the velocity that they're reaching is 67 miles per hour, and it gave me 30 meters per second. Then, the length from the gap, which is actually an approximation because I clearly don't know the exact length of the gap, is 50 feet. And I transformed that, and it gave me 15.24 meters. Then we're going to get the time in which the horizontal velocity have been reached using this formula inside the cloud. And then we replace the values, as we can see right here, and the time equals to 0.508 seconds. In the left side, I wrote all the data that we already know and the ones that we don't know yet. So, to know how lower does the other part of the road needs to be, we made this calculus using the same formula than before. So, replacing the values and doing the calculations, it gave me that the other part of the road would need to be 1.266 meters below the first part in order for the bus to get to the other side. So in the left part of the board, we can see all the values that we have and the ones that we don't have yet. The first thing that we did was calculate the time that the bus needed with the ramp, which was the other option. Then we replaced all the values with the same formula we used before, and it gave us that the time it needed was 0.254 seconds. Now, we use another formula to get the initial velocity in which the bus was driving, using another formula which I forgot to write. And then we made the value replacement, and it gave us that the initial velocity was 2.4 meters per second. We calculated the angle that the ramp needed to have, and it gave us 4.745 degrees. Either way, we can see how the bus gets some kind of inclination, but we don't even know where it comes from because, as we see, the road is completely straight. So, if this actually happened in real life, I would hope for Keanu Reeves to pray really hard because it seems pretty impossible for him to survive in this scenario. Thanks for your attention, and I don't know, give it a like or something.